Now, this takes us to the seventh article that emphasizes that we are all equal before the law. We are all equal before the law. The article says, all are equal before the law and are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law. All are entitled to equal protection against any discrimination in violation of this declaration and against any incitement to such discrimination. Again, a very powerful article indeed. Would you like to throw some lights on this?
In all countries across the world, citizens must be accepted as free and equal individuals. They must have the same rights before the government and authorities, and they need to feel secure. However, this great ideal gets threatened if elements in society promote hatred, incite violence, or refuse others of basic human rights. Some countries do not observe this article strictly. In certain nations in Africa, for instance, there are tribes that have few freedoms. In some countries in the Middle East, not all religions are viewed as equal. In many parts of the world, women do not have equal rights and cannot vote in elections or drive cars.
Yes.
Sometimes they are not allowed to own property, and at other times they are not allowed to pursue higher studies. What is particularly sad is that it isn't uncommon for a young girl child to be married off to a considerably older man. If the husband dies, the wife becomes a child widow. Widows in some regions are viewed as bringers of bad luck.
So other type of torture begins.
Another torture.
That poor girl. Yes.
Widows cannot attend festivals or wear colorful colored clothes. Very rarely are widows allowed to marry again.
Yes.
So many restrictions. They are considered a burden and often banished to a faraway widow's home and doomed to spend the rest of their lives there. Countries that practice such discrimination are answerable to the United Nations for depriving their citizens of equal rights.
So now what you explained very nicely really makes it necessary to raise awareness of the people about law, because many people do not know the law to which they are equal, So really law education could become a great service. And really, I'm so happy that some of our law students are doing that service, educating the people about their rights and responsibilities for free, especially people from, weaker economic backgrounds. They don't have even the means to seek law protection. Therefore, what the law students are doing to raise awareness of the people is definitely a very great service. And I really invite all the dear learners who are, well versed with the laws of the land, you may consider taking up this project of setting up a sort of help desk, legal help desk for those people from, poor backgrounds, the women who are subjected to domestic violence, and many other discriminations which are really abundant in many communities. Now, the 8th article is about fair treatment by court. Now, the article says, everyone has the right to an effective remedy by the competent national tribunals for acts violating the fundamental rights granted to him by the Constitution or by law. So, let me repeat. Everyone has the right to an effective remedy by the competent national tribunals. Even sometimes in some places you have access to national tribunal, but you are deprived of having your, lawyer to protect you. Okay, now, Mr. Savant, you have any comment on this?
Yes. In a democracy, the Constitution provides every individual with certain fundamental rights. These rights are universal, irrespective of wealth, power, position, gender, or caste. They are truly universal in nature. If any individual or organization challenges these rights, the victim can approach an authorized person, an agency, or even the courts for justice. Institutions have been set up at various levels to look after the problems of the people. In villages, this job is done by the village panchayat.
Right.
The head of the panchayat is the sarpanch, who is also seen as the head of the village. The members often gather to deliberate and resolve personal and professional conflicts. Their decision carries the authority of law. However, if either party to a conflict feels that justice has not been done by the panchayat, that person can appeal to the district court, and if still not satisfied, he goes to the High Court. The final court of appeal is the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land. An individual has the right to knock at its doors to place his problems before it.
So wonderful, so wonderful. So really, all the levels of legal protection are made available to the people, but people may not know. Yes. Article number 9 is about no unfair detainment. The article says, no one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile. So, that's illegal. That's not permissible.
Yes.
Mr. Parag,
Yes, sir.
you have had studies in human rights.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you please give your comment about this?
Sure, sir. Sure. Nobody has the right to put us in prison without good reason and keep us there or to send us away from our country. Today we have the law.
Sent us away from our country means to exile.
Exile.
They actually do exile.
They do.
Even
it.
today also.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Today we have laws in the country which were made by the elected representatives of the people in parliament. Since the laws are made by the people, for the people, they are just and fair laws. So these laws do not give the police the authority to imprison or illegally detain a person.
Sure.
Yeah, when a person is arrested, the police has to give him a reason for his arrest. Also, the government cannot exile a person unless there is a sufficient reason to show that the person is danger to the society or the country. However, there have been instances where both provisions have been violated.
Yes.
Yes.
There are. Still there are.
Yes. And sometimes innocent people, they are wrongfully arrested because of their incorrect investigations. In some countries with corrupt leaders, people have been arrested for speaking and acting out against the government's injustice. Other unscrupulous governments choose to deal with their dissenters by banishing them from the country.
Yes. Yes. Very, very, really, some reasons in some countries,
Yes.
Suppose the way you dress up could, put you in prison.
Yes.
If you stand up and speak something, which the authorities don't like, you may put in prison.
Yes.
If you sing, or you do a painting, or act in a movie, or have a dialogue in a theater, in drama, which does not go well with authorities,
Yes.
then you can be again arrested and put in prison.
Yeah, and nowadays with social media, you put one message, if it is not liked by authorities, you will be in jail.
Yes, yes, that's true. Even people can be deprived of their access to internet
Yes, yes,
because of the same similar reasons, which are really so inhuman
yes,
at this age in the 21st century.
yes.
So we have been able to discuss 9 articles of this Universal Declaration of the Human Rights. Thank you so much for your input to these discussions. We'll continue this discussion in the part 2 of this unit. Thank you very much.